Okay, this is a very exciting day for me because today I get to add a very important tool to my arsenal. This is the VEVOR 20-watt laser engraver. So we got instructions for the air assist pump. We got instructions for the laser engraver. They're on full color, which is great. We got our safety glasses, a little cleaning brush, USB cable, power supply. It says this is 100 to 240 volts, so it's good for international or domestic. It outputs 5 amps at 24 volts. We got our gantry. So this is going to be what drives the laser left and right. Very solid feeling gantry. And I really like that it's already mostly assembled too, so that's awesome. So this is a belt drive, so you can see the belt going through the track here, under the roller, over the motor, and that is going to be how it travels left and right. It even has a scale on here, so we know exactly where it's at. We got our sides. I really like the material that they're using. It looks definitely extruded aluminum, but this feels heavy duty, and the color is awesome. It's like a gunmetal gray. That is cool. No, this is cool. So they actually gave us some sample material. Then we got odds and ends, we got some Allens, we got a wrench, we got zip ties, we got bolts, we got more belt, and we got a cleaning cloth. We got our power adapter, and this is the laser. Nice, fully encased. We do have a spot on the top for the air assist, even labeled tube interface, so you know. And this is to thread it on the back. It's even dovetailed, so it looks like this will just slide on, and then we lock it down with this knob. Cool. We got our angle brackets. This actually has a full-on cable support track. So whereas with most wires, you just kind of dangle around and they move wherever the heck they want to go, this is going to make sure that they stay in one spot, and it's going to prevent them from sagging. So these are awesome. So we got 2 of those, and this one also has our controller on it. So it has a Wi-Fi antenna on it, which is kind of neat. Power switch, reset, and e-stop. So this is our air assist. So the tubing will attach there, and then we can adjust the pressure here. It's very nice that they have all the colors matching on this. And there is the rest of the base. It looks like we've got, really to tell right now, but I believe this is a limit switch. So in the manual, it says it is compatible with laser Gribble or light burn, so you can use whichever one you want. And it says this is using a fixed focus laser. I'm using the 20-watt version, so I need to have a 4mm gap. And that is what this is. This is going to provide that 4mm. So I measured this. This is exactly 4mm. So I'm going to take my wood piece. I'll set my focus plate on that, loosen this up, drop it on there, lock it. And that is the correct distance. Now you might notice I got this little plate here, so this doesn't come with the machine. These are pretty cheap though, and if you plan on actually cutting through material, which this laser is actually capable of, and I do recommend getting one of these just because it's going to allow the air and the laser to pass through the board so you get a much better cut. And also you don't have to worry about damaging whatever's underneath it. Okay, so for the first test, 6,000 millimeters per minute and 20 max power. Safety glasses on, and let's start. I can smell it. All right. That is pretty awesome. That's actually pretty close to the image that I put in there. So I can make that a little bit darker, just increase the power, slow it down, I can make that a little bit better. So I'm doing the same speed, but I'm doing a max of 50% power instead of the 20 that we started with. So that is an image. I'm going to see if I can give that a little setting, but this is definitely the reason you want to put something underneath it, because I would have burned my table if I had just done it like that. The only reason I did that is just because I didn't have it framed right, but that's my fault. So I got some 180 grit sandpaper. I'm just going to give it a light sanding. That is pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm going to try cutting. So I'm going to be going much slower. Instead of 6,000 millimeters a minute, I'm going to try 180. It's about 3 millimeters a second, so it's pretty slow. I'll set the power at 50. Well, let's see what happens. Okay. It did. Cut through that like butter. I imagine I could have probably even gotten lower. Let's see how low we can go and still get a cut. Let's increase the speed. Let's make it quicker. So I'm going to double it, 360. So that's going to be 6 millimeters per second. Yep, cut through that too. No problem. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so I just kicked it up to 1,000 millimeters per minute. Same power, 50%. Let's see what we get. Wow, all right. By the time I focused the camera, it was already done. So that one did not cut through. It scorched it pretty good, but not quite a cut. So let me try 60% power. Okay, here we go. Oh dang, I didn't even have the air assist on. You know, without the air assist, that's actually pretty darn good. Well, we got our 3 coupons. And the only one that didn't cut through was 1,050, but as soon as I turned that up to 60, cut right through it. So, super powerful laser. It can definitely cut through wood. And of course, you can even go thicker than that. You can even do multiple passes. All you gotta do is get it slower and slower, more power, and then just do multiple passes. You can cut through pretty much anything with this, given it enough time. But that's awesome. So this is the main reason I wanted this laser. This is 1/8 inch thick stainless steel, and I've been doing a lot of welding, but what I really wanted this for was so I could etch an outline so that I could weld on that and make some nice art. The engraving part, if you're doing that by hand, that literally takes hours. I want this to save me a whole lot of time so I can get to the fun part, which is the welding. If this can mark this stainless steel, this will be worth every single penny. So again, we got to set the thickness for the new material. So I'm going to try a material grid and see if any of this can touch it. So I got from 1 millimeter a second to 3,000 millimeters per minute. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. Oh wow! Oh yeah! I can't believe it, but it actually worked. So it does mark stainless steel. So this is a power grid, so it starts out with the lightest over here and the darkest over here. This was 1 millimeter per second at 100% power, and we had the same speed at 86% power, 73% power, and 60% power. So this will actually cut at 60% power and make a very nice looking cut. That's awesome. So 1 millimeter per second at 60% power, or if we want to go a little faster, so everything at this row is 100. This is 550, 1040, 1530. So you could actually get this going pretty fast and still make a cut that you can see. So that is amazing. This can etch stainless steel. That is super impressive. I was actually not really sure if I was going to be able to do it, but it definitely can. Not only can it do it, it can actually scorch it if it wants to. So I am super impressed with this thing. I mean, this is going to take my game to the next level. All the etching that I was doing by hand with a little engraving tool, I just got to set it in here and let it do it. That's fantastic. So yeah, that is a super impressive machine. We can cut, we can make pictures, we can even cut into stainless steel. That's amazing. Look at that. That is for sure etched into the metal. Like, I can feel that with my fingernail. A little less so as we get up here, but over here, like, it is a definite etching. That is cool.